It was for the district championship, and we all knew it. Each team had been watching the scores of games come in each week, and guys from both Bondy and Queens knew there was a one-game showdown coming. Each team had made it through the season so far undefeated, and by the scores had handily beaten everyone else. I was playing for Bondy my first season of school basketball. I had been starting all season having good games, but we didn't have a best player on our team. It was more of a team effort, and we felt this game would be no different. We arrived at Queens Intermediate and got off the bus. As we got off, there was a nervous excitement filling the air. We went into the gym and began warming up. As Coach called us into the huddle right before the game, the nervous excitement turned to tension, as we could hear in his voice his desire to win and the concern that we wouldn't if we didn't play our best. The game started off at a blistering pace, each team trading baskets. By halftime, we were down by 5, 22-17, but several of our better players were in foul trouble, and one player had already fouled out, which almost never happens in one half of basketball. One of our other better players also had 4 fouls and had to sit for much of the second half. The second half was much like the first, back and forth, each team going on a run and taking the lead, and then giving it right back. The remaining starters who weren't in foul trouble had to play the whole half with no rest, as we didn't have a lot of help on the bench. The need to score more fell on Esteban, Nick, and myself. As I played, I had expended so much energy that I was beyond tired. But when you're in the moment, your adrenaline starts flowing, and you reach a point where if you don't stop, you feel like you could go on forever. Shortly into the second quarter, Elijah fouled out also, leaving it all on us. Queens also had a couple of players foul out, but as luck would have it, not their best players. The score was 39-38. We're down with less than 2 minutes to go. I score on a layup, and we're up 40-39. Queens comes back down the court and scores with their best player driving into the lane to go back up by 1. We come down the court, and they go to me again, this time from the left wing. I make the shot to put us up 42-41. Queens calls a timeout with 30 seconds to go. The huddle is intense. Coach does not want us to foul. Play strong defense, but don't foul. If they score, he wants the ball back in my hands for the last shot. Queens comes down and sets a pick for the best player. He dribbles to his left and scores from the baseline to put him back up 43-42. We inbound the ball. Nick brings it across and passes it to me on the left side. 14 seconds left. I drive into the lane to put the shot up, but I'm fouled and the shot sails wide. The clock is stopped with 8 seconds left. I'm going to the free throw line to shoot 2. I need 1 to tie and 2 to win. It's a lot of pressure, but for some reason I'm very relaxed. I know the game comes down to these shots, but I had been shooting my free throws very well in practice for a while now. Everyone else, however, was very nervous. I make the first shot to tie the game at 43. There is some relief, but we need 1 more. The second shot is good. We're up 44-43, but there were 8 seconds left on the clock. They inbound the ball and we pressure them. A couple of dribbles and they pass it to the right, but it bounces off the player's hand and out of bounds. A turnover with only 2 seconds left. We inbound the ball and the game is over. District champs in an undefeated season. After the game, I was interviewed by the local sports reporters. It felt great. Coach was quoted in the paper the next day as saying he was the one that we wanted on the line at the end, and that's what the game came down to. He's our best free throw shooter, and he had ice water on his veins tonight.